maximum height. That's all we got to work with. And we're going to go this deep. Especially to get this junk out of the way. Well, that handle's going to be a problem. That's going to kind of limit travel too. Okay, so this is one of these. Looks like it might be low enough to fit in there. Bitchin'. We found the brake. Let's see, we gotta pull this one stud out. Let's go over and get the studs out of here. So the brake is right here. See the broken main bearing?
Yep.
It goes down in the cylinder. It's hard to see the crack, it's right there.
Oh yeah, I got it.
So, you have to blow that cylinder up to use it. Okay, so we want to cut it right through these studs are out. So when you get these studs out of the way, they're in there pretty hard. I'll take a special tool to get them out. Is that the tool?
That's the tool.
Yeah, those are a little bit harder.
Ooh.
I think we actually have to use a special tool this time. Okay, it's a 7/16 fine thread. There's a 1/2 inch. Nope, it's 7/16. Good. Watch the video if you want to use stud port at least once in it. What happened to that socket? Was beating the hell out of it. That's there. You'll probably got some special torque you're supposed to use with it. About that much.
Wow.
That Loctite. Did you see that red Loctite coming off of there? Real faint Loctite kind of. Of course, I got stuff all over my hands. Might be described hiding the snow. I'm going to leave all these other ones in there to hold the cylinder on. This goes all the way to the main bearing, doesn't it? Maybe. They go somewhere because they're not threaded. I think they're using through bolts.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, it smells like Loctite. Smell it?
I do.
One thing about Loctite, I want to smell it. I need a probe. You got a probe?
No, I'm.
I wonder what it does.
I'll bet it holds on the
Crank.
camshaft.
You probably holds a crank in there, doesn't it? So that means for my application, we have to helicoil it, if we can, to the standard thread. So I don't want bolts. I don't want 3 bolts in my case. At least not my application. Otherwise, I might have to use a big ass insert. They make thick wall threaded inserts too. But we'll have to sleeve it down. We're gonna put an insert in. You know, just from the run a stud in like I want. Okay, so what don't we need?
Well, we don't need all this.
We don't need all this. We don't need all this. We don't need this. We're going to keep the lifter blocks in there for now because I want to have it for tools. I don't need all this. And I don't need it right through here. I don't need either.
All right. That's a lot of cutting.
So you think I can scribe that just by eyeballing it, or we'll get a special scribe and line it down so I can see what exactly what it is?
I would do it the right way.
Just go for it. Yeah. All right, in my way.
All right. Story of my life.
Okay, so now use wax for lubricating your saw blades. Works really well. Also spray. So wax, we got that Johnson's wax up there.
That's good stuff.
It wasn't Johnson's, Tri-Wax.
That's good stuff.
But I didn't want to put my finger on the blade while it was running.
Spray maybe?
You can't go like that. Take a spray. So we need a can of spray not to look. So I'm going to crack open a new can. Brand new vintage can. That's the old label. Alright. It's industrial, so it must be good.
Perfect.
Alright, I'm going to put that over here. We'll let you handle the spray.
It's a lot of responsibility.
I know you're probably going to screw it up and I'll yell at you, but oh well.
Probably. I'm used to it.
Let's get rid of the big junk we don't need first.
Okay.
Okay, now what are we going to be cutting through that's really thick and heavy? So, I don't want to cut through that if I can avoid it. We don't really need anything past this hole, so if I cut it through this whole area right here, it eliminates all of this really heavy stuff over here that we don't need to cut. We can cut right through here, see? It's a lot less material.
A lot less.
Your light's on too. You notice you can see squat.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, now I want to cut it like this, but I can't. Why can't I not cut it this way?
Might have some stuff in the way.
Because the machine ain't big enough. So that means we got to turn around and go away. Come this direction. Okay. Yeah, it looks like that knob might get. We should just clear it, and if we just go like that, we definitely will. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we don't cut myself. Kind of an eyeball reference where I'm going to cut out. I want to cut the deck away, so I'm going to keep some material in there. Okay, let's just see what we got here. Alright, I always going to go for it. Okay, we want to support our blade as much as possible. I've stopped the camera, and that's why. Okay, tighten that down. Okay, you're spraying. So what you want to do is you want to spray on this side of the blade and on this side of the blade.
Okay.
Just prelude on it. I'm going to go right through here. It's a bimetal saw blade. You also can pour it through for something else. It's usually a pretty hard job. Helps to shut that off before you get yourself involved in stuff you want to be cutting into. Oh, there's a steel insert right there. I was cutting through the insert. But I want to get an eyeball to see where I'm cutting. It appears that my cutting plan is going to be nice.
Perfect.
I think so. Alright, let's get on this other side. So So you want to put a little spray right on my cutting surface, which is going to be right here on this blade, but not right now.
Yeah.
Wait till I get going.
Ready?
Okay. That's good. A lot of pressure. Yeah, I probably should have ran it all the way out before I shut it off. Flip the switch on and off. Okay, where are we cutting through? Okay, we're cutting through a pretty fat area, which we don't really need cutting that much. So we need to move it in a little bit so it cuts thinner. Or leave it right where it is and don't worry about it. Okay, turn it on.
Spray.
A little bit. Okay. Ready to block. Instead of jump back, turn the switch off would be better. Now, if
Okay.
you don't hold this all day long, just put it right there. You get access to that switch down there. All right. What are we cutting so far? Yeah, it's cutting a little thick there. Okay. Did it break the blade or did it just move it out of the way? If you're lucky, it just popped off, but it sounded like it broke, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what it sounded like?
No, I heard it. I just don't. I don't know what a broken blade sounds like.
I think it just popped off the truck. Yeah. See how it's still in one piece? That's a good sign.
Yeah.
It's a very old machine. The tires are very old and hard, and they're very worn. That all sound like it's old?
Yeah.
Make sure you never turn the machine on when you got your fingers in here pushing on the blade.
Good call.
It might hurt. Well, it probably won't hurt that much because I just cut it right off. But
Yeah.
it might hurt slightly. Okay, so just gun it a little bit. Run around, up. Okay, appears to be tracking correctly. So the blade is kind of where it belongs, on the edge right here, and a little bit in on that side, and up here it's on the edge and on the inside there.
Okay.
Alright, so it looks like I got it pretty good. Move this thing back up. I just had my arm right by this one.
Yeah.
But it was on the back side, not the front side.
It was.
Still it hurts you, but
Probably.
it wouldn't rip the meat off you per se as much.
It's your arm, not mine.
Not you? You didn't want to do that?
No.
Okay, now over here I gotta crank up some tension onto it. There's a tension meter over here. See over here? Blade tension. Pretty much maxed out right there. 3/4 blade. Hear that noise?
Yeah. Paint stick. Got it. Look at that. Custom.
If I had a piece of rubber, it worked better, but
Whatever.
Not surprised that popped off. A little bit of lube. Pretty thick cut right here. We got chatter, let's go pop this. The blade loads up a little bit probably. More lube on there? Okay. Now squirting right here does absolutely nothing. It actually has to go on the blade. So don't aim right for the point, aim for the side, and it will get to the point.
Okay.
Because otherwise you just go in here and it runs down there.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't really do anything. Okay, shoot it. Alright. A lot thinner there, huh? Kind of bouncing and drawing. That got smoother.
Yeah.
Go here to bounce and jump, that's kind of weird. Not really cutting fluid, but probably should use cutting fluid. Turn that off. Okay, hold this up just a little bit here with tension. Real cutting fluid. Low bridge. Okay. Okay, I got it. Cutting fluid. The real stuff. It works better than we do. Do that. It's gonna fall off again. Put on the front teeth.
What's that?
Move the front teeth. Don't use the oil.
Okay.
Front teeth. There you go. Okay, we'll get out of there. Put that over the drill press. That's out of the way. It's not bouncing anymore.
Yeah.
Not cutting very good either, but a lot thicker. That's an actual cutting oil. Unlike the shit we were using before. Starting to jump. On the front, there you go. Big cut.
Yeah, it is. Very happy now.
Push like that, when it goes through, it takes your hand off. When you push on the side, yeah, pushing over here, you gotta stand back to wait for it. Yeah, put pressure here so even if it slips, my hand doesn't go very far.
Oh, okay.
Just too much pressure I'm putting on it. So my hand didn't move very far.
Yeah.
You always gotta think about what's gonna happen when you cut your fingers off. So. That's a pretty thick cut we were doing there, so that's why it's straining me a little bit. Pretty thick. Okay, we took off about that much weight.
All right.
Okay, it's on the floor now.
Okay.
How much weight was that? About that much.
Not that much.
Okay. All right. I want to cut through the center of this one. Where's the main bearing at? That's sharp as hell down there. Alright, let's go over here, see what we got cut on. We're going to probably be cutting right through the center of the main bearing, all the way through. Yep, no way getting around that problem. And it'll be a nice deep cut. Oh well, not much you can do about it. You can complain about it, but it ain't gonna make no difference. Okay, so looks like everything's symmetrical. If you go right down the center, except for this hole here, you'd be right up where you want to be. Okay, contact.
You might hit that.
Yeah, I'll deal with that when I get to it.
Okay. You hit the handle.
Oh yeah.
So,
Down here, something thick. Probably a main bearing sauna. I'll put more pressure by squeezing and pushing. Now I'm against the handle. I did that.
Yeah. Impressive.
Hello? More? We're doing a 3.5 inch cut there, so. Oil. That went quick. Look at the hole there. Oil. Yeah, really good control of my thumb, see? Watch the videos yet you've been filming?
Yeah, a couple of them.
You're kind of close on your video because the camera is different what you're looking at. What are we hitting on over here? Something don't like it. Oil. A lot of pressure, whatever it is. Oil. There, got easy. See, I don't move until it isn't moving anymore.
Yep.
Okay. We got one cylinder.
All right.
I wasn't thick as I thought it was. You didn't cut through the main bearing. Oh, itching. Sure was didn't like it though.
No, it didn't.
Well, this here doesn't need to be there, but the problem is I cut that off, I cut this off, the whole thing falls. That's a good angle there, I think. Okay, turn it on, let's see what happens. That'd be a pretty good cut there. We'll do all three of those rolls. So you can saw through that and right through this, up to where you get to here and then stop. That takes a lot of cutting away. Because we don't want to keep the bolt pattern, we want to keep all this other crap. Alright, well there's one.